What's up? Man, so last night was Jesus Peace, Gag, Apex Predator, Odd Man Out, and Slime. All hardcore, mostly Northwest hardcore. Um, what a night. I don't know, I'm still a little shocked because, so first and foremost, the fan part of last night was great. Met a lot of cool people. Talked to a lot of people I already knew. And it was just all positive interactions all night. It just felt really good. Also, and this is something that many people commented on at the show last night, and it was great to see, there were a lot of young under 21 people up front most of the whole night, which is great because we need the younger crowd to, take over and keep this going. But there were also a tremendous amount of women up front, and I use women, right? All who identify, all ages, which is important because, especially in hardcore, right, the bravado and the machismo and all the tough guy stuff, that's fine, but it's been pretty exclusionary for a lot of people. And so to see such a presence last night and to see women, or to hear women vocally describe feeling empowered by seeing this, was awesome. And then Joey, who plays in Gag and Apex and a gazillion other bands, he had some great comments last night about family and about mental health and wellness, and it was just tons of positivity last night, and it was truly representative of a different type of scene that is at a peak right now, not just across the U.S., but across the U.S. and particularly in the Northwest. So anyway, that was tremendous. And as a fan, as somebody who loves going to shows, that is one of the best things that I can leave the show with, is that feeling of community and positivity and catharsis. So just kudos to everybody who was there last night for really bringing that energy in. All right, all that happy, touchy, feely shit aside, I mean, just killer night, chaotic night. So Slime opened. I don't know if people are still trying to get to know them or figure them out or whatever. Crowd was a little bit calmer than I would like to have seen them. I know Slime just killed in Portland. But by the end of the night, it got pretty rowdy. Slime's a great band, so I think people were just warming up and maybe reserving their energy. By the end of the set, right, a couple dozen people up on stage doing gang vocals, people falling off. Totally one of my friends' fault, but everybody was okay, so no severe injuries. And it was a great start, and at that point the crowd knew, okay, we are in for something special. So Odd Man Out came on next. Definitely, I guess one of the earliest kind of flag bearers for Northwest hardcore, at least Seattle area hardcore. Anyway, really well loved and respected band, group of guys who play in multiple bands. They came on, and I've seen them once before. They delivered a much stronger set tonight. So it's great to see them. They got the crowd hyped up. A lot more stage activity, stage diving and whatnot. Then Apex Predator came on, and they are probably one of the top, at least Northwest hardcore bands out as far as just killing shows, crowd activity, delivering some nasty beatdown hardcore type stuff. And it got real chaotic. Crowd surfing really, or stage diving really amped up. Although I will say this, pause on the music stuff for a second. If you're going to stage dive, try to land on people and not on the floor. Because last night, a lot of you seemed to have that switched. There were no less than a dozen people who just kind of jumped into gaps. And I know you're running and frantic, and there's a lot going on. But man, like, I don't know. Run a little slower next time. Luckily, again, no major injuries, but just straight to the back, straight to the back, straight to the face. But I live and learn, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Apex delivered another great set. And they also had some sick merch last night. I posted a photo of the shirt I got on Instagram. They also had a really cool Perfect Blue shirt, which I should have bought. Anyway, so Apex just delivered. And again, a lot of these guys are playing in 2 or 3 bands per night. So that, you know, some of the guys played 6 sets over 2 nights or more. I don't know, ridiculous. But they just crushed it. Gag was up next, right? Gag, really chaotic. You know, people getting too close to the vocalist and getting kind of front flipped. I don't know. You gotta watch the footage. You gotta watch the footage, and I'll have all the links to all the full sets down below. But you know, it was weird. I think the crowd was kind of tired at that point. The activity was definitely less. A lot of the people had been going hard, kind of took breaks for a lot of Gag's set. So, Gag's always a fun, intense set. Seen him a few times. But I think that where they were in the lineup, I think like people were just tired, which, hey, it happens if you're going hard for a couple hours. But, you know, no fault of theirs. They didn't, Gag just, you know, they delivered, of course. And then Jesus Peace came on. So, like, Jesus Peace is a band. They've been out for a while. They constantly deliver solid music. And I know that hardcore adjacent isn't everybody's cup of tea. But, like, these guys are definitely delivering quality music. And their shows every year. I've seen them, I don't know, a few times. 4 times. Every year, these guys put on a set that ends up in my top 10 for the year. High energy, positive, aggressive, great delivery. And I think, I know other people have made this comment. I've seen it every time. But I think Aaron Hurd, vocalist for Jesus Peace, he has got to be one of the top frontmen in at least hardcore. I mean, just nasty, deep, growling, hardcore style, kind of metal style vocals. Real intense energy all over the stage. I know he said he was going to Moss retirement, but like, I don't think that man can stop moving in this like dominant fashion. If he did, I'd be a little bit worried. So, much respect to him. Much respect to Jesus Peace for just always delivering a quality performance that I want to go see time and time again. And hopefully 2025 they get some great tours going. You know, these guys have earned it. You know, kind of like seeing Zabalba recently, just like they've been in the game for whatever 20 years, and like they're just kind of now getting larger recognition. But so it seems so easy for these trendy, it's kind of popular acts to like catch on and blow up. And I know that's kind of the nature of this stuff, but to really vouch for bands that have integrity and quality to them is something that the fans should do, right? Being a little bit more deliberate with your choices of who you go see. And not to say, you know, you can't like who you like, but if we want things to continue in this terrific upwards fashion that we have now, we need to see the fans show up at these shows. And I don't know if it was sold out last night. It was close, if nothing else, but just terrific. So if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's your fault, or you live far away, or whatever. Anyway, until next time.